Good evening and welcome. Chris Upton in the house. Nice to see Julian Leeds, Graham Allison, Chris Bell, Adam Hudson, Mr. Marvin 95. Hi, all. Go on, Harry, my son. He's helped me out a lot with me pop. What the fuck is he on about? Oh, Harry Breed's in the house. Good evening, Harry. Sue's in the house. Right, we have a special guest tonight. We have Tim. Tim is a member of Corleone Gundogs. He's a Patreon member, and we're going to go live, and he's going to give us a conversation for an hour, and we'll have a bit of a chit chat. So let's welcome Tim. Everybody, let's give a thumbs up for Tim. Good for you, Tim, for having a go. God help us all. Here we go. Hi, Tim. How are you?
Evening all.
Oh, fuck it, Harry. It's fucking Harry. Tim's not here. Tim had an engagement. So Tim's listening in the background, I think. And we've got Harry. We've had to use a substitute tonight. But a bit like the England manager, bring on a substitute, and sometimes it freaking works, doesn't it? Well done, Tim, says Chris. Well, Tim. Oh, Tim's in the freaking house listening, look. Good evening. So, good evening, Harry. How you doing, boy?
I'm doing not bad, mate. Evening, everyone.
Can everybody hear Harry clearly, please? That's the important thing. We're just doing a sound check before we start. Sue said yeah, but she's in the fucking room. Never mind. Yeah, they could. Graham says he could hear you clearly. Thanks for coming in, Aaron. Saving the day.
That's right. I was subbed in.
Yeah. So, are you a winger or a centre forward, or are you right back?
Left back in the change rooms. I normally stay.
There you go, Harry. There you go. Steve Pace says, "Good on you, Harry." Right.
I'll give it a go.
Right. What I want you to do, Harry, I want you to let rip and tell people why you follow the Crazy Gang. We are the Crazy Gang.
To be honest with you, I stumbled across you, to be fair.
Yeah.
When I've got me bitch, she's obviously my first dog. And I just got watching the videos of all the Americans and that, and a lot of Labrador people, and you think, oh, you just follow it, don't you? And then one day I come across you and your videos, and I was just sitting there watching them, and I thought I just couldn't stop.
What, because of my good looks?
Well, you can't see you, can you? It's just your voice.
Bastard.
Yeah, I mean,
Have you got?
But no, yeah, I'm on there. Can you got me?
Yeah, carry on. Yeah, we lost you for a second. That's all.
Yeah, no, and then I just sitting there watching you and at work watching, and I'm thinking, what have I got to lose if a 5-hour drive could be worth it, couldn't it? You know. And then obviously you put me in. I got in contact with you, and then you put me on to Steve. And
Steve who, Harry? I know, but who's Steve who?
Oh, sorry, Steve Pace.
Who's Steve Pace?
Steve Pace is from Portsmouth. I think he runs Portsmouth, I think.
Yeah, he's a geezer who runs Portsmouth. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I went down to see Steve. I think I've been down there. I think it might have been 5 times I've been down there.
Yeah.
I can't quite, but yeah, it's brilliant, you know.
But the thing is, though, Harry, for anybody who's not knows anything about our group, why the hell did you go all the way to Portsmouth to see Steve Pace? For what reason?
Well, to get results.
Yeah, but results in what, Harry?
Well, turning my dog around, dog training in a fun way. You know?
Right. So you got your dog. Was it your first dog?
First dog, yeah, first dog.
First gun dog or first dog?
First gun dog.
Right. So first gun dog. And do you feel that you were struggling and you needed tuition 1-to-1?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And what made you realise you needed help?
Well, it's just when she wouldn't come back, she'd be taking off here, there, and everywhere, and I'm just thinking to myself, this is meant to be quite enjoyable, even if I went out on a walk, you know. And you think, well, she's 200-300 miles away yards away from me, you know, not nowhere near. Do you know what I mean? You feel like you're on walking along the field on your own, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just not fun, is it? You know, whether you want them for a gun dog or just like a little mate, it's just no fun. You know, and but no, and then, you know, I think sometimes you've got to dip your toe in the water and branch out and come in contact with people, because you never know what's going to happen, do you?
No, Harry, just before I jump in, let me just jump in. I got somebody on here called Harry Inbreed. I have a question for Harry. When throw me balls in, how do I stop my dog from all the balls? Going for all the balls. Harry Inbreed, Lula. Do you know the guy?
I got a clue.
Fucking got a stranger in here. His name, his chat name is Harry Inbreed. It's nothing to do with you, Harry.
No, I've written that. I know exactly who that could be, stitching me up.
All right, I met you. That's what I'm saying.
I got a clue who it is.
I thought it must be someone who knows you, or yeah.
I reckon it might be Adam. I reckon.
Ah, freaking Adam. Yeah, freaking yes, on a pseudonym. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Harry. Carry on, mate. It was good. That was good. You were going on.
Yeah, no, and, you know, like, and the more you watch, and yeah, and I used to wake up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, thinking, well, how am I going to get this dog back? You know, and it was like an obsessive thing, if you know what I mean, like constantly thinking how.
When you say assess, you mean addictive?
No, like saying,
You become addictive to thinking. You know, you go to bed thinking dogs, you wake up thinking dogs. Yeah.
And it's like, but when I used to let her off the lead, she never used to bolt, sort of thing, you know.
Yeah.
It was always, I said, get on. That was it. Boom, she'd be gone, you know.
Yeah.
And like, that's all like you can think about. So, I've got this dog, and I want to try and train it, because, like, you know, why wouldn't you, if you know what I mean? And it's like, how am I going to do that if she's like 150, 200 yards all the time?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then like I said, I've watched the videos, and I thought, I've got nothing to lose here. I'm just going to give you a ring, you know? So I went to a trainer around our way, and I just didn't feel like I got anything out of it, if you know what I mean?
Right.
And it was like, you know, it was like £50 for the hour. And I come away thinking, like, I ain't really learned nothing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and then when you put me in contact with Steve and went down there, it's just a game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
in what way, Gareth? What way, Harry, do you think that it was a game changer?
Well, just like through the gameplay and then a little bit of discipline.
Yeah.
You know, and like putting her on the long line.
Yeah.
Guiding her in. And if she didn't go wrong, go and get her instead of standing there calling her for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah,
you know?
Spot on.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it does.
And I've been down, like, you know, Steve would give me things to go through, and then I'd watch on the group. But I don't really say much on a Sunday night. I try and listen in to what you're all saying, you know what I mean, and try and take things from it, and, you know, try and bet yourself that you and put it into your own training, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're an active member of the group that gets involved with the private chats, and we have discussions, and we have a laugh as well, because it's a community, isn't it? That we have a bit of a banter as well. But we seriously talk about the subject of dog training when people want to, don't we?
Yeah.
And I think that's really important. But so watching the videos that you watch that I put up, whether I'm teaching or whether other people's videos, do you see that everything that Steve is telling you, everybody who's getting success is following the Corleone way, following what Steve shows, how he educates?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. And it's like, you know, it's like with your videos, I understand some people don't want to be videoed, but it can only better you, can't it? It can only help you out. And like you can only help someone else out who's in the same boat as you at the same stage.
Yeah, you're dead right. Yeah.
Like going like by Steve videoing it, and either he sends it to me when I get home, or puts it in the group, or sends it to you. You just sit there and I watch it 2 or 3 times, and you think, oh right, I get what you're saying.
That's really important, Harry, what you just said, because watching it 3 or 4 times, it's not just watching it once, it's running over it and looking for the small detail and not missing the small detail, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, like she's my first one, and she has been hard work for me. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
you can tell she still plays up now. And you think, oh, for God's sake, like you do think, don't you, that you'd have more fun if you sorted yourself out.
Yeah.
But it's just the way it goes. And then like on a pup so young, but you can see he's a little bit different.
But
you know?
but now you've got that knowledge, you're going to treat the pup completely different to what you treated her to begin with, aren't you?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, as soon as I got her home and got her in the gate, I was on her, you know. And this one, I forgot I've even got him, if you know what I mean.
When you say you were on her, I think I know what you mean, but could you explain what?
Sorry, yeah. Like you know, like got her through the gate, calling to me straight away.
Yeah, so you were using conditioning straight away and overloading her too soon.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she weren't that interested in retrieving. So I'd watch the video on YouTube of where someone was like, you know, if you want to teach a dog how to hunt, get this kibble and like throw it at the palm of your hand so it spreads out, and that teach a dog to get its nose down. Well, I went straight and the garden was doing that. Yeah. And then that's when the hunting's took over.
That's it. And your hunting takes over, and then you can't get the basics into the dog.
That's right. Yeah, and it took me ages to even get her to sort of like, you know, I suppose look at us a bit, you know.
Were you on the live feed last week? Did you listen to it last week?
I was in and out, I think.
Yeah. Did you hear a bloke called Benny Boy on there?
Benny Boy, yeah, I heard you say that. I think I see him on there,
yeah. I mean, he said that, he's going to join Patreon straight away. And he asked lots and lots of questions on here. And I thought to myself, wow, this guy is really into asking the questions. No problem. We answer the questions, because not these people on here. A lot of these people are in the group, and a lot of these people are in that friendly, you know, we give constructive criticism to each other to help each other. But sometimes you get the odd person come in who I've never heard of before. And Benny Boy was one of these guys I'd never heard of before. I remember his name because of Benny Boy. And he said, yeah, I'm going straight over to join Patreon. He never came over to join Patreon. And to be honest, I'm not bothered, because I want people in Patreon who've got the commitment and want to put the work in. And that's what I've noticed with you, Harry. I've seen an improvement with your dog, and I've seen that you've gone to the right person who I've suggested to you. And I wouldn't suggest a trainer anywhere in the country if they haven't proved themselves to me that they can train a dog and they can also deal with people, because there's plenty of good dog trainers out there, but not people person, and vice versa. There's plenty of people out there who've got the gift of the gab, as we say. They can talk for England, but guess what? When it comes to actually putting it down and showing real true stuff, they haven't got a freaking clue. And that's the problem with the internet. You can be misled, can't you? So easy. If you're obviously, you can think, oh, that's all right, I'll do that.
Yeah, but it's like even like we've said before, you know, that I've watched thousands of videos, you know, like here and there, but then there's no one doing it like you are or what you've developed. You know what I mean? And it's not, you know, it's just fact. And it's just.
Why do you think why do you think, oh, Harry, there's no one doing it like I do it?
Well, I don't know, really. Like, probably maybe how things should look, if you know what I mean. In, like you say, in the trial, well, like it's not. I don't know. It's just like when you talk about discipline, things like that. People are scared to probably talk about it. I don't know.
But people don't even get into the fine detail of noticing the movement of the dog or the movement of the person. They're just talking about, I can throw a dummy. This is what you do. This is how you send your dog. And it's a long-winded video that I see so many times. I think it's simple to get your dog to do that. It's so simple. But when teaching is a skill in itself. You can be a good dog trainer, but to be a people person and be able to communicate with people and get it across. I was talking to a guy who's just joined our group from Australia. I won't mention his name. And a few of the people in the group will have watched a couple of his videos.
Oh, just gone there, Chris. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Go on, I got you now.
Yeah, a few of the people in the group will know I'm talking about. The guy in Australia who's just joined the group. He's really keen. He's mad for it. He's up for it. He's got a real sense of humour. But he's rushing his dog, and he's going to push his dog backwards instead of forwards. Although he thinks he's going forwards with what he's doing, he has to take a back step and think, hang on, let me watch a few more videos in the group and really realize what people are telling me, because the group members are telling him, they've got the confidence to tell him, no, you don't go there, you're rushing it, you're going to ruin it, you're going to screw your dog up. And go on.
No, go on. I was going to say, the first thing you said to me when I spoke to you on the phone is, you said to me, do you think you're rushing it? Do you think you're rushing it?
Yeah.
And that's what you straight up said to me. And it sort of not made me take a backward step, but it made me think, oh, well, perhaps I am.
Yeah.
Because certain things weren't working, I was just like chopping and changing things.
Yeah.
1 minute I was retrieving, next minute I was trying to hunt it, and and like then it was a bit of steadiness, and it was probably, like you say, it was too much for the dog.
Yeah.
And then like you slow everything down and simplify things, and you just get like it turns around quite quick, very quick,
Yeah. I mean, Julian Lee says here, the reason that I perhaps got the following and no one else is doing what I'm doing is because you're willing to be honest. Isn't that sad, Harry, really, when people aren't willing to say it the way it is because they fear losing business, losing customers?
Yeah, I think it's sad. Like, so everything, though, isn't it? Everything's quite. If you think about everything in the world, or especially social media, it's all fake, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
And like you say, why don't you just be black and white straight up? And if like honest, there's nothing like the truth, is there?
How long, Harry, have you been a professional trainer then?
17 years.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And counting.
Yeah, and counting. Because you got Mr. Melvin's here, Mr. Melvin 95. Harry helped me with my pup, and he's doing so well with his training.
Oh, he's one of my mates. He's got a little cocker.
Yeah.
And he comes out to me and John.
But isn't that lovely, Harry?
Yeah, but we just we just go out, have a laugh, enjoy it, and with the dogs, and it's fun. It's nice, yeah. But yeah, it's good fun.
Michael McLaughlin says very hard to take it at the first right place, especially if it's your first dog. He's dead right, because if you don't know who to listen to, you can get caught up in the moment with people who look like they know what they're talking about and feed in the stuff that you think, wow, I'll go down that road. What, I mean, not being funny, why would you want to give discipline to a little dog that you freaking really like? And at the end of the day, it's knowing when to give discipline and how to give discipline. And if we don't talk about it and we don't show it and we don't show the result that you get from it, the world is easy to condemn anything, aren't they? But I say, put up your videos and show us what you can do. And have you found your dog has gone downhill, Harry, by giving corrections at the right time, if you're shown how to give corrections at the right time?
No, she ain't downhill, no way.
Does she listen to you better and want to please you more?
Yeah. And you can see it, and you can like it's like little things. Being with Steve, he's saying, right, tail's doing this, ears doing that, eyes doing this.
Spot on.
Now she's with you.
Yeah.
And it's like little things, and
because what Steve's doing, he's reading the dog.
Yeah.
And that's the
100%.
real skill, Harry. Anybody
Yeah.
can say I'm a dog trainer, but the real skill is reading the dog, not reading the owner so much, because that's easy, but reading the dog, how the dog is thinking. You evaluating by looking at the dog and working out how the dog is feeling emotionally, how the dog is reacting with adrenaline. I mean, Tim put up a video for me and said, "Be gentle with me." All right. Now, I could either be gentle with him or I could tell him the truth.
Yeah.
I'd rather people say, "Here's the video, say what you feel, Chris." Because if you have to back off because you don't want to upset someone, but I think Tim said it as a joke. I think he said, "Be gentle with me." I mean, I've had somebody say, "Don't bug me. Don't rip me to pieces." And then I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't hear that bit, Harry, but everyone else did.
That's my hamster. He's giving up.
He's not. He's still on the wheel. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, he was.
Say that again, mate.
Tim said he was joking, and he was joking. He did. He said, "I did, mate." He was joking, and I gave him total constructive criticism and honest opinion about the video I put up. But because he was joking, it's very difficult sometimes for me to work out whether someone's serious, or whether someone is joking.
Yeah, over text, it's hard, isn't it?
And over a text. And I like someone who wants to joke and has a laugh, but some people are sensitive, and you can't blame them. And so, as a trainer, you have to be constructive, but you don't need to be nasty. And I don't think I've fallen out with a couple of people over the years, but that's nothing compared to the thousands that have followed me and enjoyed what I put up and what I say. And I have been direct, but it's a learning curve for all of us. And the internet has only been around, 30 years, 20 years, 20, something like that. It's a learning curve for everybody. And some of my earlier videos, I think I was perhaps a little bit too direct sometimes, being a northerner. Now, you coming from down south, have you got a soft side to you, Harry, or you think, fuck it, say it where it is?
Yeah, I am quite soft. I'm quite sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, like going in the group and not saying anything because I ain't got a clue what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously now I've grown into it, but I've followed you 2 years now, I think. But and you get to know the boys, even though we met each other.
Yeah.
You can now put have a comment in and have a laugh and that. And,
yeah. See, Tim's come back now and said, "Just give it me next time." Right. So now he wants me to beast him.
But it's all a good jest, though, isn't it? It's not, like you say.
Yeah. Well, it's more about education, isn't it, Harry? It's not like let's just rip into someone and fucking make them feel bad. But I think it's all about honesty, and that's what we were talking about earlier. It's all about saying it the way it is. It's not done for sensationalization. For let's blow it up and have a big laugh.
Yeah.
So, like Graham Allison says, tin hat on Tim. Yeah, I mean, if you fucking say that to me, just give it me next time. I mean, honestly, that's asking for trouble. Yeah, I do. You're right there, Adam. Tim, he charges extra for a beasting. Honestly, there's dominatrix and there's dominatrix, whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. Hey, I'll put the frigging black leather on for you, Tim, if you want me to. The thing is, it's like you say, Harry, you're a big lad. At the end of the day, you're in the building trade, aren't you? At the end of the day, each person's different. You were the one who said you've got a sensitive side. So, it's nice. It's nice knowing that everybody's different, isn't it? Everybody's different. I mean, Sue says to me, "Yes, you're really sensitive." And I am. But that's how you handle it, isn't it? Because if you don't want criticism, don't ask.
That's it.
But the difference, what we give, is constructive criticism,
Yeah, that's it.
and we don't share it with the public. We share it with the group, and so it's in the group. I mean, this public, this is anybody can listen to this, and you could come on here and say anything, and at the end of the day, we're all different from different backgrounds, and you know, I'm harder in some ways than most people would think. In other ways, I'm a bit freaking softy like yourself. But nobody knows who you really like unless you show it all the time and wear it on your sleeve, innit? Because at the end of the day, people haven't seen me when a dog's gone. I've lost a dog with age or had to have it put down. They haven't seen how devastated I am. This is a guy who uses discipline, talks about discipline, take the shit for talking about discipline. But how many videos have you seen, Harry, about create gameplay? Gameplay is so important.
Yeah, 100%. And it's showing in that little pup I've got now.
Exactly.
I took him to work with me today because, like, Charlotte's back out at work now, and it's like 3 days a week. So so I'll take him with me sometimes. I'm not used to it, obviously, I can't. But he comes in the back of the box. He loves it. And I got him out of the van today, and just stood there, up against this brick wall, and he's ran off, picked the water bottle up, and run back with us. I'm thinking, Jesus Christ! Like, normally I'm like, you'd be gone for like 15 minutes, but I'm thinking like that's what my bitch was like. He's totally different.
But how did he know, Harry, that your cement was getting dry?
Well, I didn't know the cement was getting dry. I ain't used none today. No, it's just, and you can see he loves it. And
but the thing is, though, Harry, sorry to interrupt. The thing is, you're letting him be a pup, aren't you?
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Yeah, and I can feel it myself. Like, I'll be at work thinking, I need to do something with that pup tonight.
Yeah,
he ain't done nothing for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah,
and then no, it don't matter.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You're dead right, Harry. That's the point. It's about quality, not quantity.
Yeah, and he's like, to be fair, he's probably got about 7 or 8 teeth missing now as well.
Oh yeah.
So like, he's obviously getting his new teeth back, and new teeth coming in, and he's
yeah.
It don't matter, does it?
No, especially if he's carrying a water bottle.
Yeah, so he must have thought I was thirsty or something.
Yeah. He knows you've got to dehydrate. Yeah. I mean, Steve Pace hit the nail on the head. He says the group is not nasty and only here to help each other and new members, and that's what it's about.
Yeah,
that's what it's about. But
when you come in, like Australian fella, he's put in the group, and everyone's put on there. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
We're here to help you. Yeah, welcome. And it's great.
And the thing is, he's called us a bunch of poms, but we've not taken offence by that.
But he's across the pond, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's going to get feedback, isn't he? He's going to get feedback for calling us poms, isn't he?
Yeah, you wait till you give him a place, dude.
Yeah, wait till he gets to be still.
Yeah.
He'll be
Don't forget about that, will you?
He'll have to tie his kangaroo down, sport, will he?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He won't be running off on his emu with them, will he?
Oh, fucking that's it.
Yeah.
But he came into the show as if like it was a tornado. He came into the group as if it was a tornado, and he's got fucking hell of a sense of humor. And I've said this before, and I say it openly, not to be offensive. I've had some very, very intelligent people over the years from different walks of background, of life's background, as in barristers, solicitors, top bankers, people from all sorts of walks of life. But you normally find the ones who are reasonably highly intelligent sometimes lack common sense.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he lacked common sense. I think he got a sense of humor. But the way he's rushing his dog, if we don't get into him and tell him to stop in the nicest of ways, he's just going to screw his little pup up. He's going to scramble the brain of the puppy, and it's wonderful for people to watch, because if he listens, he'll turn that dog round because it's only a baby. But if he carries on the way he's going with what he's been watching and who he's been talking about, who he's been following, he's going to screw the dog up for everybody to see in the group. Now, he's a group member and I want him to have success. I really thank him for putting the videos up because it shows everybody how people make that silly mistake of listening to people like Victoria Stilwell or other trainers on the internet, though I'm not going to mention their names, who are Gundog trainers that I don't rate. I'm not here in public to slag them off in public. In our private group, if people ask me, what do they think of this and what do you think of that, you get the truth. But I'm not going to name them, but there's so many charlatans out there on the internet flogging these ideologies that you can do it with love, affection, and nothing but gameplay. Why the freaking hell do you need cones to get the dog to run around the cones for a gun dog to teach it to quarter? You know, the video I put up, its comical value is unbelievably good. And I think everybody in the group should watch it and see how people become brainwashed by society out there who tell them that get the food, flood the dog with food, build it up with a puppy at 10 weeks old, and how it goes wrong. It's unbelievable, isn't it? So Mr. Marvin 95, that's your mate, isn't it? I've got a question. Thinking of getting another pup. Jesus, Harry, what have you done? At some point, do I get another boy dog or a bitch? Would they work different if they were different sexes? They're Cocker Spaniels, by the way. I personally don't think there's any difference other than when the bitch comes in season, you could have the dog playing up if you haven't had a spade, right? At the end of the day, even when you chop the dog's still interested in the bitch half the time, but not quite as interested. So it's all down to your situation, I think. I don't think dogs and bitches, we had this the other week, I don't think dogs and bitches train any different. I don't think you have to treat them any different. At the end of the day, it's a dog. And I don't think they have the same emotional baggage that humans carry, other than when a bitch comes in season, some can be moody and you're wasting your time working with them, and some seem to handle it no problem. And that's the same as women. So I'm not saying the dog is like a human, but when it comes to dogs and bitches, I like working with women. I like working with men. But I'd rather have a beautiful 27-year-old coming down for training than someone like Harry.
Whoa, man, I've got hair on the chest, hair on the back. The love rug. What's wrong with that?
Mr. Mo, I found that quite funny. Lynn says that's her out of the question. She's 64.
I used to think, Chris, I don't know if it sounds stupid, but when my bitch come into season, like, it used to do me a favour because it'd give me a break and give her a break, you know?
Yeah.
Like, especially the way I was going, I had the scramble, you know?
Yeah.
And then I didn't do nothing with her when she was in season, and she'd come out a totally different dog. Yeah, she would have matured a little bit as well, but
yeah,
I think like, it done me the way I'm good as much as her. I think.
Just as a second, Harry, Leanne Vine, I'm going to answer your question for you. Sue, how old are you?
That's for me to know.
Well, she's in her 60s. Okay, that'll give you a clue, right? She's in her 60s. 60, I'm not going to say, but she's in her 60s. So, Leanne, as long as you fit in that bracket between 27 and 60, I'm quite happy. Back to Harry. Back to Harry.
I'm 29. Does that count?
You're not.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, not 1994, I was born.
Bloody hell, you're a puppy.
Oh, I'm a puppy, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, your balls haven't even dropped. You wait till you get my age. When they drop, you walk like John Wayne.
Some of the boys at work reckon they hit the knees or something. Yeah.
I've just put Leanne off. She's 42. She says that's a lovely age at my age, Leanne, 42. I wish me and Sue could go back to 42.
Cool.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the way it goes, isn't it? So, what about work, Harry? Is there a lot of work around for you at the moment with your job?
Yeah and no. I think the election makes. I think that's once that's over and done with. I think things will change.
Yeah.
But it might go mental. Depends. Like if people want to spend money or not, I suppose. But it's always up and down, isn't it? You know.
Well, they reckon down in Cornwall they haven't got enough tradesmen, you know, for the building sites. They just haven't got. But I don't think they pay massive amount of fucking money. That's the problem. And so you get, you know, casual workers, but you won't get really experienced workers, if you know what I mean. And you got, and they'll move from job to job easy, you know, because there's just so much work out there from around here.
Yeah.
Steve said he was clubbing in '94.
Yeah,
Grab a granny night, Sue said.
Grab a granny night,
yeah. That was a Wednesday. That was a Wednesday, wasn't it?
Wednesday, grab a granny.
Yeah, that's where I met Sue. Grab a granny night on Wednesday night.
Yeah, see, I love all these stories. See, the fella I used to work for, he's like 54, and he gives me all the old stories, you know. And it was all grab a granny night, and all the boys used to go out, and you know what I mean? It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel I was born in the wrong era.
Yeah, and the thing is, back in our day, when the discos were really massive, right? You could go out at weekend, and you know, some of the lads wouldn't score with a girl, like, you know, and but grab a granny night, you're guaranteed a night in, like, you know, with someone, you know. And then you have what we call the werewolf syndrome.
Oh, I've never heard of one.
You've never heard of it, Harry? What happens is you grab a granny night, you grab a granny, you get pissed, you grab a granny, you take her home, you have sex with her in the dark, and then you wake up in the morning and she's lying on your arm. And you've got to make a decision. Do you gnaw your arm off and crawl out of bed slowly, or do you wake her up?
Teeth in or out?
Things we used to do as kids, eh? As the youth in them days, yeah. So many people remember girls used to get in free on a Wednesday night, didn't they? So they down the club, so you could get down there and meet all the girls, couldn't you?
Never went on a Wednesday night.
She wasn't a granny, see.
Too young.
Too young, yeah.
Did they still do it now?
Yeah, but you go down, Sue. You definitely get grab a granny night now.
I couldn't think of anything worse than going out like that.
So Leanne says, "What age did you call them a granny?" Well, when you're in your 20s, anything over 30.
Unfortunately, Leanne, you fit in there.
I don't know. Well, and the thing is, as well, Harry, we have a crack. It's a bit of a social event as well when we all get together and have a chat and a private chat. And we talk about subjects where, okay, we might talk about them on live stream on YouTube, but it's going to offend people because there's so many people out there who get triggered. And yet we cover so many things on live feed. Imagine that went live; it would be hilarious, wouldn't it, for a lot of people? But there would be people who got triggered as well. That's the problem, isn't it?
You get shut down straight away so much.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Terrorists. Go on then, Sue. You're going to help me there. They call them GLIFS. Fucking, I'm dyslexic. I can't work that out.
I'm struggling with that one.
We're struggling. Sue's asking what's it about.
Yeah, what's that? Even Harry don't know.
Come on, even Harry don't. What do you mean even Harry don't? He's younger than us.
What is it again?
GLIFS.
GLIFS.
Oh my God, terrorist is on. Come on. GIFS.
Have you got it, Harry?
I think I have, yeah.
Is it rude?
Yeah, it's not in public.
Tell us on Sunday then.
Oh, she's a dirty son, isn't she? She
I
wants
don't
to.
know if I ever. I don't know.
No, I don't.
Did you say GLIFS?
No, G-R, oh, G, no, he's done it again. GILFF.
Oh yeah, GILF. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, I know exactly what you meant. It's like MILF. You just work it out.
Oh, right.
It's like the GOAT, isn't it? Greatest of all time, but in a different way.
I'll tell you what, freaking this is getting so confusing for me being dyslexic. It's like fucking sending Morse code now.
Yeah, that would twig when you're in bed about 11 o'clock tonight.
No,
exactly what that means.
No, because Adam's calling with HAWKTAU, something to do with Indians, isn't it? Hawk too.
Yeah. Love that one. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Oh, God's sake, it's a different language.
It's a different language. Help me.
No, that girl, I reckon, has just made absolute millions on the internet for that catchphrase.
Oh, right. Don't know what you're on about. Yeah, I don't watch. Is it Twitter? No, not Twitter. What's it called? TikTok.
TikTok, yeah, it's brilliant.
I don't watch TikTok.
Oh, but honestly, I could sit there and watch it for hours and time just passes by.
Hang on, I'm now getting very, very interested. Leanne Vine says, and spit on that thing. This is. All right, I'm with you now. I'm with you. I'm catching up.
Steve Wharton's in the same boat as us.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, we've had a sheltered life. The problem is because I soon pulled away from the disco scene because I was getting into a lot of trouble with these girls because I could dance as well. You wouldn't believe fat boys can dance, but I could actually dance. I used to do Northern Soul. I used to love disco dancing. You know, call me. I mean, honestly, you know, I reckon this rainbow movement. I'd be in my freaking element in the 70s. But as you get older, you think it's not that important in life, is it? It's like you wake up thinking about dogs. I used to wake up thinking about where's the next disco years and years ago. Graham Allison, Fat Boy Slim then. All right, wait till I see you, Graham. Yeah, fat boys. The thing is, though, in them days I wasn't fat. Perhaps I should start dancing again. I mean,
did you ever go roller skating, Chris?
Yeah, I used to go to Nottingham Pally, and we used to go roller skating in Nottingham Pally, and I used to smoke those cafe creme cigars.
Oh yeah.
In a tin, right? And I had a real tightest denim blue jeans. Remember them? No, you wouldn't, Harry, would you? But everybody who can go back as far as that will remember denim blue jeans. You put on my blue jeans and I feel all right. And I used to wear them really tight because I wasn't fat. Denim blue jeans and a denim jacket. I can talk about 1970s. Unbelievable, right? I had my cigars in a metal little box like they come in, the cafe creme. That's why I used to buy them, so they didn't get bent in your pocket. So in one pocket, I used to have my cigars, and in the other pocket, I had a matchbox. Didn't have a lighter in them days, I had a matchbox. And someone pushed me on the ice rink. I was going like fucking off a shovel around the ice rink, and someone shoved me. One of the lads having a laugh. And I skidded across the ice rink, and the matchbox in my trousers set alight. Fucking on fire, going across the freaking ice rink, Harry.
The ring of fire, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly. And I had this dirty, great big black freaking pair of top where my balls were. How I didn't set my balls alight, I'll never know, Harry. I could have become a unicorn, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're listening, Harry.
That's all right. You went quiet. I thought I was off then.
No, sorry, I was reading the comments. There's no freaking comments. They're just fucking belly laughing, this lot.
I'll just have a look at the comments. I ain't got a clue that Harry Inbred is.
No, I haven't. No.
I ain't got a clue. Someone's on a wind up, isn't
I thought you was your brother.
No.
So has anybody got a question to ask Harry? Because he's been a great contestant tonight. He's been great coming on here. Contest. What the fucking this? It's a game show, is it? Right. He'll be winning a fucking cuddly toy in a minute. Fucking contestant. Where the fuck did that come from?
Make me a winner.
Yeah, make me a winner. Yeah. A burning ring of fire in flare. Yeah. Yeah. It fucking traumatized me, Steve. Honestly, I thought my balls were alight. Or a mug. What? What the freaking hell? Harry's not a mug. Yeah, fine. How dare you?
Prize.
What?
Prize is going on about.
What prize?
You were saying it is.
Oh, mug. Oh, prize. Yeah.
Oh, fucking honestly, do me head in this lot tonight, Harry. I mean, they can't be sensible, can they?
Keep on.
I can't see none of the comments, though. I can't see what's going on.
All right. They've said, hang on. Let me ask you a question. What do you think of Larry tonight, then? Larry? Where the fucking hell did Larry come from? Sorry, Harry. I've had too much fucking wine.
Adam's got one.
My question is, what is the biggest thing you ever learned whilst training the Corleone way? He's come back to fucking sensibility, isn't he?
Adam as well.
Leanne Vine says she loves her mug. What are you drinking, Chris? Yeah, exactly. So that was a sensible question by Adam. That's fucking unusual. Did you hear that, Harry?
What did he say?
He's been drinking, see.
He's in shock.
My question is from Adam Hudson. What is the biggest thing you have learned while training the Corleone way? Hello?
It's hard, isn't it? I don't know.
Were you on the pizza or something?
Me?
Yeah, did you just go upstairs or something to the toilet?
No, I'm sitting in the kitchen.
We lost you then for a second.
Oh, yeah.
He was in shock.
You know what? I think one of the biggest things that sticks with me, and it's like switching the dog off.
Yeah.
It might not be like probably the main thing what people probably think I'm going to come out with, but for me, switching, teaching them to do nothing.
Yeah.
Because that comes as not like a little bit of a shock to me. Actually, we need to teach them to do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, well, for being your first dog, a spaniel's like, oh mate, you must be mad. You've got a spaniel in there, you know. And well, no, because one group I'm on, they taught me to switch the dog first, not first, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably for me switching them off.
I think that's a good point because, funny enough, for the last 2 days I've been doing like, you know, when they used to send the French prisoners to Dartmoor prison.
I felt a bit young for that, Chris.
They used to send them to Dartmoor prison, and they used to make them put all the granite stones in around Princetown and Dartmoor.
Got you.
So they built all the walls. So they had to break down the granite stones, and they had to handball them onto the walls and put them in place. For the last 2 days, I've been filling up the Toyota with granite stones, bringing them back into the yard, and then carrying them into the freaking garden. I feel like fucking Papillon. Have you ever watched that film?
No, I've heard of it though.
With Steve McQueen. Fucking talk about manual labour. I thought manual labour was a Spanish citizen. Right? I have been handballing granite into the freaking garden for the last 2 days non-stop. Now, it looks lovely, but my body has collapsed this evening, Harry.
Yeah, they need to do nothing.
It's unbelievable. If it's like horses for courses. If you're a builder and you do maintenance work all the time, like on manual labour, surprised how fit you are, innit? But if you're a freaking dog trainer and and these days you sit on a computer freaking addressing people's videos, your nipples aren't as hard as they used to be. Well, your nipples are as hard as they used to be, but you're not as firm as you used to be. Everything starts to drop a little bit. Well, I'll tell you what, Harry, since moving these freaking stones, everything's gone tight again.
Yeah, I bet it has. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, isn't it?
Dead weight.
Yeah.
Leanne says, come on, Sue, read that out.
That to put around your hot tub.
Leanne, you're spot on. It's around the hot tub. It's around so many things in the garden. We've got that many freaking stones now. It looks like Dartmoor freaking moors. Bargain. Absolute bargain. I couldn't get them cheap enough. 40 quid for as many as you want. I couldn't load the car fast enough. I'm like freaking Hercules, lobbing them in the back of this freaking car. Granite stones. There was about 3 I just could not lift. I knew my bollocks would drop completely if I tried any area. But I'll tell you what, when I got back, I was taking granite stones into the garden in the wheelbarrow. They were that big, one at a time. Harry, you would have carried them on your shoulder, wouldn't you, Harry? Yeah. See, yeah. This is it. Got a couple of builders in here. What are you freaking doing, big boy? Get out of the way. Talk about manual labor. I don't know how you're going to do it. How do these guys, not being funny, but how do these guys carry on after they're 65? When you've got to work till you drop dead on a building site. How can you do it?
We've had boys, Chris, right? You know, like the plaster's mixing bucket.
Yeah.
And then you'd like knock up in the bucket and then you pick it up and put it on the boards.
Yeah.
Well, we've had boys that go in the gym 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Come work with us. They're like, oh yeah, I'll lift that up. Go on then.
Mm-hmm.
Lift that up and put that on that board there. Man, I can't lift it.
Mm-hmm.
You think, well, you know, you say to them, you're in the gym 3 or 4 times a day, lift 100 kilo or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
They can't lift the, like 25 kilo, well, it's probably more than that, not tapping it, but they can't lift that up and put that on the boards.
But the whole point of it is as well, Harry, is like, you wouldn't go in the gym, I wouldn't, now at my age, and lift what I've lifted in the last 2 days.
Nah. You
wouldn't do it. You'd just be absolutely shagged. But because it was like 40 quid for as much as you can take,
yeah,
I couldn't load the car fast enough.
Yeah. 4 trips in the day, I bet, yeah.
Yeah, and people don't realise that he goes to me, this builder who's there, who's got to get the stones off the site within 2 days because he wants to get in and do the next job. He says, I'm giving them away, really. I thought, you freaking know you are.
I always say things like that, don't they?
But they're giving them away really at that price, Harry. I mean, if you went and had to buy it legit, like when I say it was legit, like from stone people, it cost you a freaking earth. It would for a freaking load of it.
Yeah, but he's also giving you it for that money because he can't get rid of the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He wants out the way, doesn't he?
Yeah. He gives you a lot of comment like that. Shut up, mate.
But do you know what the nice thing is, Harry? He half me fucking loading one end because he fucking loaded with me. And he could lift fucking stuff like fucking unbelievable. Yeah. When I got back here and trying to lift it off the fucking car, I needed a fucking jack.
You should have bunged him another tenner and took him with you.
I fucking felt like it, to be honest with you.
That's it. Yeah.
And then I had to handball him into the garden that's like 60, 70 foot. And I thought, fucking hell, I'm knackered.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just show. But Steve said, yeah, that's what is known as custard muscle. That's what I've got these days, custard muscle. So, Harry, you've nearly stuck it out for an hour. It's been really, really good fun. It's been interesting. You got 7 minutes. Come on, everyone. There must be something in it. You want to ask Harry? There must be something. I'm waiting.
Go easy on me, I'm sensitive.
Go easy, sensitive. I'm asking, come on. Harry just sent me a message and said he'll answer any question you put up.
Yeah, let rip, everybody.
Let rip, Sue. She's filthy, isn't she? She's freaking filthy, that woman. Let rip, she says. You don't want to freaking hear that.
He's a big boy.
So come on then. Nothing. We've only. Do you know what, Harry? I'm quite surprised. I'm quite surprised. So, tell me this, everyone. Have you enjoyed Harry's chit chat tonight? His lovely direct approach, having a bit of a banter, bit of a laugh. Mr. Melvin 95 has come straight in and said yes. That's your mate, innit? For fuck's sake.
I'll take him up and I'll give him 20 quid.
He's a fucking planty, isn't he? You brought him in, haven't you? Number one. No questions. I love Harry, said Adam. So hang on, Harry. You went to Steve Payne, but have you ever been to fucking that Adam Hudson right up country?
No, can't understand.
You can't understand it?
No.
No, right. So, that's where he comes from, isn't it?
Like,
Harry, the internet's gone fucking mad.
Oh,
They're all going brilliant, chat, fantastic, unbelievable. You're doing good, Harry.
who lives in Yorkshire and drinks PG tips? Don't even drink Yorkshire tea.
Jules. Jules.
Oh, Jules don't. Yeah.
Good. I'll tell you what, Tracy Dodd sneaked in here somewhere. I never saw her earlier. She says, very well done, Harry. Julian Lee says true. Jules says true. No point, mate. 1 pump. 1 point, mate. Melvin.
1 pump Marvin.
1 pump Marvin is always a success. Harry is a good one, says Nigel Moore. Great chat, says Karen Evans. Very much, freaking very, very much good on Harry. I freaking, honestly, she's dyslexic, that woman, my wife. What happened to the pet for sale last week? Pet for sale last week, says Steve Morton.
Oh, that little what that little Labrador thing.
Now, I think is he talking about the Springer door, the Springer?
Yeah.
Springer poo or whatever.
Yeah.
Springer poo.
Yeah, the one that you said about they might rehome it. Is it that one?
No, they were going to give the last injection.
They were going to have it put down, weren't they? Yeah.
Was that what?
It's
what's that to do with Denver?
It's still ongoing at the moment, everybody. So I can't really tell you at the moment. I will know next week, and I will give you more feedback on that. Steve Pace says, "Are you going to work your dogs this coming season, Harry?"
I'm going to take the pup out and leave the older one in. I think, Steve. I think that's the right way to do it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. He's taught you well, hasn't he?
Yeah. Do you mind if I come down and put on a couple of birds for me, Steve?
Yeah. He wants
experience.
He wants to put in a rabbit pen.
But yeah, no, I'll take the bitch out again because that shoot that I'm on, I've got on like through my dad's name, but it's nice because it's not serious, if you know what I mean. It's
yeah.
Everyone's dog runs about, but and John's got on it too, and it's quite nice because there's no we struggle to find birds in field, so
it's nice though. Harry, it's nice to train with someone else, isn't it? Like John.
Yeah. Because we're coming off the same song sheet, really. We're in the same group, and
but
understand, isn't you, as well? And,
but it's nice to train with someone who's nowhere near as good as you, isn't it?
No good.
Big up, John. Big up. Don't bite back, John.
Oh, he's gonna come at me now with a hammer on it.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking hammer you in a wood somewhere quiet. He'll start digging a pit. And he goes, "What's that for? It's for you, Harry."
Yeah. You come out and nowhere. Where's John at?
Yeah.
Bang, that's that.
John will be fuming.
No, yeah, it's good, and it's like, you know, I'll do something, and I think, I'll say to him, like, what do you think there? Do you think you should step in there and he'll go to me, no, that's all right, or I'll stand with him, you know.
Yeah, you can bounce off each other, can't you? And
yeah, that's it.
And how does the other person see it? And I think that's really good.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, and it could, like, sort of, I don't know if he trusts me, but he trusts me, like, he's going away and I'm going to have his dog for a couple of days, you know. It's
lovely.
Nice.
That's lovely, yeah.
It's not like help out like that as well, you know. So,
and isn't that nice that the group bring people together and they train together and they become pals and they'll do things like that for each other? Isn't that nice as well?
It's nice because I think, like you said, you got an understanding with each other as well, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you watch the same videos, you see the same things, and you can completely understand. And like if you were with someone different, they might have a different view, and you're thinking, no, that's not right. If you know what I mean, or
Yeah.
you know, if that makes sense.
Well, I'd just like to say that we don't do it every week because we have some shit people on here as well.
Yeah, not as good as me.
I'm only joking. I want to give you 10 out of 10, Harry, for coming on tonight, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And everybody has give you good feedback on here, and
And Tim Weston said the substitute has done good.
yeah, Tim West said the substitute's done good. So,
I think he broke the toenail and he had the sub in for him, didn't he?
yeah, that's it now. Yeah, he's on the bench, but he'll be coming off the bench soon.
Yeah, come in next week, I say.
Yeah, we even who's it, Southgate. He only had one player come on for 90 fucking seconds, didn't he? But unfortunately, they got extra time, so they got 30 minutes and 90 seconds. So before we go there, Harry, because like we're avid supporters of the sport, what do you think about England? You can say anything you like on here.
Oh, mate, I don't know. I was worried for Sunday just gone, to be fair.
But Harry, is that a game you'll not forget?
No, I don't. No, because Drew Bellingham is just unbelievable, isn't he?
But yeah, but they kept us on the edge of our seat, didn't they? The bastards, didn't they?
Yeah, but like, my dad was here watching it with us, and I said, no, there's going to be a last-minute goal. I could, you know, you could just feel something.
Right.
You know, I just felt it, and I thought, no, it's going to happen. It's got to happen. You know, but I don't think we'll win it. But you know, I don't think they've played good enough either, have they?
I mean, but when you think about it, though, there's been many a good side that's not played well, isn't there, through the tournament, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's got the French. They're copying it, aren't they? They're getting off.
Yeah.
Their people, apparently.
Yeah.
Like Spain look good. They do look good. But we're on the right side of the draw. Sometimes that ain't always the best way, is it? Against the underdogs.
I think Steve Pace has finished it off well. Harry Bridge should replace Harry Kane.
Oh, yeah.
He said he'd be better off if he put the Spaniel on the wing.
Yeah. He'll run for you.
Yeah.
or run for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Bollocks and good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
It's nice one.
And I'll have a chat with Harry and tell him how shit he really was in real life, because I know he's sensitive. But so Harry, you stay on the line. You lot, fuck off. You lot, bollocks. Good night. Good night. There you go, Harry. Your first